Shame on you, police chief. This is the shit I was talking about. Now you've done piss people off. Now you're probably going to get the ugly part of this side. So I hope you got your, but I'm telling you, you better tell your law enforcement officers they better not fucking touch me. Okay? Police chief, mayor, I'm Bullhorn Betty. You don't fucking lay a hand on me. I don't break the law, but I'm telling you, you come after me with this nonsense you did with them, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have bigger problems than you know what to do with. I can tell you that. It won't be as big as a 20-month-old being in a landfill and you not arresting the murderer mother, but it damn sure will be something pretty damn close. Anybody that was out there that got arrested, if you know who they are, if they need bail money, you need to reach out to me immediately. This is not acceptable for me. Should not be acceptable for anybody across this country. This should not be acceptable. We will be getting some attorneys involved in this. I'm not sure how, but I need to make sure whoever was arrested out there, you meet me out there tomorrow. I'll be there first thing. We'll start working on some legal action for you. I have a funny feeling these law enforcement officers have violated somebody's rights. You guys have been violating people's rights in your county for a really long time. And we're going to start educating your public. Since you're failing to do so, I'm going to educate them on the law. Okay? I'm going to educate them on the law. If we need to have a session, because I'm going to tell you, you start pulling people over in your county without probable cause, they're going to stop giving you their driver's license. You know what? Because they don't have to. You have to have probable cause to pull people over. You have to have, more than just telling somebody to move. Okay? I'm sorry, but what you guys just did was not good for your community at all. And beat her children, blacken their eyes, abuse them for years, and have no consequence. Oh, we got to find the bag of bones before we do anything with her. No, you don't. No, you flippin' don't. You, chief of police, I can't wait to see you. That's probably why you keep me out of those press conferences, isn't it? And I was going to be respectful to you. You better keep me out of those press conferences. But don't worry, next press conference, you're going to hear me from outside. You want to arrest protesters, but you don't want to arrest a baby murderer? Yeah, you are a real piece of work. You have no business being in office. You have no business being the chief of police. You have lost control of your people. Shame on you. You disgust me. Disgust me. I beg you to put one hand on me. Let any of your officers put one damn hand on me. I will come unglued. I will not be combative with your officers, but believe me, you will have a lawsuit coming out your ears. Lay one hand on me, police chief. I double dog dare you. Double dog dare you. Now, for the other people that are out there protesting, here's the rules of engagement. First and foremost, I've never had, now mind you, I wasn't there. These are people from the community. I have no control over what they do. Just like when we left Gabby Petito's and they decided to go pepper their whole yard with laundry baskets, that had nothing to do with, that was a neighbor, just like they are neighbors here. They are grown-ass adults. They can make their own damn decisions. But if you're out there with me, there are several things that you must do. And those several things that you must do is follow law enforcement's command and be respectful to law enforcement. Because at the end of the day, Bullhorn Betty backs the blue. Okay? Top brass here sucks. I get it. But these men and women put their life on the line. And I guarantee you probably part of their problem is the fact that, I'm sure this police chief likes defunding his own police department. Sorry, but it seems like that's where we're going with this. You don't know how to, they're taking money from the kids, from the bus stop cameras, something that's going to protect children. They're taking money away from that to help fund finding this dead child. So are we wanting more dead children here? Like, I don't know what person, where are you guys governing from? Like, for the love of God, have you guys lost all sense of constant, just reality here? Like, I don't know what's going on with this government here, but I'm telling you, this is not right. You're taking $250,000 away from kids for a dead kid. Why don't you take that out of different departments? Why don't you reduce some of that excess spending in your county? Maybe fire the chief of police. Might save some money. I'm just saying, because your chief of police is not worth his salt. He's I'm sorry. He may have a great record. He doesn't have a great record for me. When you let a baby killer run the streets of your community and you start arresting protesters, we got a big problem here. When you let criminals go and condemn the good, righteous people in your county, there's something wrong here. When you allow a woman to go and murder her baby, beat her kids for years, and you do nothing, do absolutely nothing for this. How many times were you at that house? How many times did you know that drugs were going in there and those young children were there? Come on, police chief. How many times did your officers go there? Shame on you. That's all I've got to say. But when we're out there, you guys follow law enforcement's commands. If anybody's going to go to jail out there, it better be me. That's all I got to say about that. It better be me. I've been wanting to go to jail in this town. Damn it, I'm going to go to jail in this town, whether people like it or not. Somebody's going to be bailing Bullhorn Betty out of jail just so I can make a point that they'd rather lock Bullhorn Betty up than a piece of shit that kills her 20-month-old baby. But you know what? These protesters already made that point, didn't they? Didn't they, police chief? They already made that point. They made that point. You would rather arrest and prosecute a protester than a baby killer. And you call yourself law enforcement. Mayor, you got some problems. You got some problems. Some major, major problems in your county, in your city limits. And it's about time for your constituents to hear from your effing mouth, Mayor. Would you like me to knock on your effing door? Because if you push me too much, We may bring the protest right to your front door. Right to your front door. And don't worry, we'll stand on the public easement. They can choose to arrest protesters, but they choose not to arrest baby killers. I would suggest you guys like erase those fingerprints and erase those photos out of your system and tell those people, have a good day. Have a good day. Those charges better be freaking dropped. Anybody on here, if you're from Savannah, Georgia, I need 3 constitutional attorneys here in the state of Georgia. I need you guys to email me 3 of the best constitutional attorneys here in the state of Georgia to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. You know, this is a fight, and you see the fight we're against. This is why we come into town, because when we come into town, sometimes we have to fight with the police chief to do his damn job. He's a joke. And if you guys in Savannah County or Savannah have not figured that out yet, this is a good wake-up call for each and every one of you. You don't have to be stuck with him any longer. You can vote him the hell out of office, and I would suggest you do so. I have never seen anything like, you guys know. You guys watch me. I travel all over this country. I speak to many law enforcement agents across this country, and I have never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. This is a wake-up call for us. When you start arresting people that are upset that you're failing to arrest a baby killer, we got bigger problems in this town than we know what to do with. I can tell you that. And yes, we demand justice. So if anybody was arrested out there, if you are still in jail, or and I know that the people are watching that are out there protesting, please give me your information. I will make sure that you get out tonight if needed. From what I heard, they're just going to fingerprint, take a photo, which they should never have touched you. Those officers don't know what they're doing. Those street cops, I watched them. They got combative. They didn't hold their emotions or their angers, and they let their emotions override their judgment. That's what I saw in that video. I think those officers need to be written up. I think those officers need to be talked to. And clearly, they caused you a whole big mess of PR issues. And if you think that me, Chronicles of Olivia, now you're talking about creators collectively, police chief, collectively having over 3 million followers. That's more than all of your news outlets here combined. And we are worldwide. This is not something you wanted. And I warned you about this. I warned you about this specific thing. For those people that are now as irate as me, that a police chief can command his unit to arrest protesters for protesting the fact that they're failing to arrest a baby killer, and the protesters get arrested, but the baby killer still gets to walk free? If that doesn't make the people of this area just spitting mad, screw you. Screw you. You're part of the problem. You are one dumbass police chief. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you exactly how I feel about you. You are a dumbass. You are a flippant idiot that doesn't know his ass from his elbow. You have no business being or conducting this investigation. You have no idea what you're doing. And if the DA is telling you, hey, don't prosecute her on the past crimes of beating her children, let's arrest the protesters, that's a great idea, you're an idiot. I would love to meet you. Maybe I need to come down to your office.